Toy Surprise is brought to you by Middle-Aged Exhaustion. Did you spend all day on the couch? Did you spend all day at work?
Yes. Couch smells like farts.
Sorry.
Oh,
It's the cat. I'll blame it on the two cats.
Cat?
The two cats did it. Episode 45. Episode 45, and I'm Mysterion.
Labmonkey number 9.
And this is...
Toy Surprise. Surprise!
Surprise! You bring me a surprise today?
I did.
You did?
You want a surprise?
I want a surprise. I was just wishful thinking, hoping. A surprise. Let's see what it is. I anticipate and wait with bated breath. Oh, you did give me some monsters. Oh, these are so cool, guys. What are these from? Do you know?
They came in a big bucket called Monster Bucket or something.
God.
And there was like 100 of them in a bucket.
Dude, creature from the Black Lagoon.
And they were light gray and dark gray. And
Frankenstein.
Then, I think later on they came out with smaller packs as well.
A hand coming out of a grave.
Mm-hmm. This is
a zombie.
This is my extra set because now I have doubles.
A giant spider monster. Oh, these are incredible. What's that? Someone running, or is it a mummy?
It's a mummy.
It's a mummy.
It's a mummy on the run.
Can a mummy run?
Sure.
Graves. Oh, these ones are my favorite. This is Pazuzu. I am Pazuzu. I am Pazuzu.
I believe it.
Pazuzu from the Babylonian or Mesopotamian god, who was the god that they used as the demon in The Exorcist, who isn't Satan at all.
There you go.
What's that? A vampire or Dracula?
Yeah, Dracula, yeah.
Giant moth?
Mothra. It's Mothra.
This one's the best one.
Yeah.
The Cyclops. Very Ray Harryhausen.
And
No, this one's my favorite. The creature.
yeah, the creature's pretty cool. Yeah.
Thank you. These are amazing.
There's more to the set, but I don't have them all. There's a Godzilla to go along with the Mothra, and there's a couple more, but I think you've got most of them.
Do you know who made these?
No idea.
So again, what are they? Just like monsters in a tube type thing?
Monsters in a bucket, yeah, like a big tube.
You get
They called it a bucket.
Get it back in the day, and did it come with a mat or anything?
They're not that old.
No,
they're pretty recent.
Come on, they made a cool toy like this recently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I adore these. These are amazing.
Yeah, they're cool.
Thank you. Do you know who makes them?
You just asked me that.
Yeah.
I said no. I don't know.
I'm just overwhelmed. I'm tired.
I still don't know.
You still don't know?
No.
Well, thank you.
I didn't look.
Really
I didn't
cool.
look it up. You can tell us out there. I mean, I think most people know these. Know these toys. They're they're like I don't know, a few years ago.
These are so cool.
I think I found some at a toy store, toy show that we went to.
The one where I got the Migos in Ajax.
It could have been that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a bag of them for like $15, which looking back was like too much because this bag was like $5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was double that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
No, it was that, and then I bought 2 bags, so I got one bag for myself.
Great.
One bag for you.
So good. Oh, I thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So, what'd you get? Let's see what you got. First toy. I think you have way more than me today.
I do, yeah. And I didn't bring everything.
So we went to Comic Alley Toys.
In Oshawa.
And they were at Comic-Con.
Yes, most of them were.
Most of them were. And all the comics were gone, but the toys were all there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was really happy to see that.
Yeah.
We actually looked on their Instagram and like snooped their booth to make sure that it wasn't filled with toys. And they had some box stuff, which we don't go for anyway.
Yeah, all their loose toys were still at the store.
Yeah. So
just probably because they were just too much of a pain in the ass to move.
Yeah. It's more comics they're going to make money on.
Yeah.
But we were there for probably at least
3 hours.
At least 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah, yeah. And then we went for supper.
And oh my God, we went for supper afterwards. And
what was it called? Street
Momo, and it was like like a Momo restaurant. They had noodle dishes and things like that.
Yeah, everything was pretty normal.
Really nice.
We're just waiting for our food to show up.
And all of a sudden, a robot brings the food to the table, and it talks and it blinks. And your back was to the robot, and I saw it coming up to the table, and I lost my mind. I was like, oh. And you were like, what? You just thought it was like me reacting to the portion size or something.
I thought that the food was just like heaps of food, and you're like,
what?
Like our first robot to serve us, and it's going to be an Oshawa?
Yeah, so weird. But I named the robot. I said, what is her name? And they said she doesn't have a name. And I called her because they put a Christmas bow on her.
Yeah.
And I said, well, why don't you call her Clara Bow? And then I had to tell them who Clara Bow was because they were like 20-year-old young girls.
Yeah.
But that's her name, Clara Bow. And so we were at Comic Alley, and
so I got this Wolverine, Toy Biz, of course. Nice and big. I love his colors. He's got his claws. And, he's Toy Biz, but I like them because they're so huge. Like, because they're so big. I like the size.
Yeah, I love those.
Yeah.
I would have loved this as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
This and Spider-Man. You get a couple.
Yeah.
They made almost all the characters that they did in the 3 3/4 scale and the 4-inch scale.
Quite a lot of them, yeah.
This, I think, is pretty much the same figure as the smaller one, because I have this figure only little, and he has the same hand.
Right.
No, they don't retract.
No, they don't. No.
I mean,
still pretty good.
Really cool figure. What'd you pay for that?
What did I pay for that?
$10?
$10, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's how much they were when they came out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
You know, and that was a lot different. $10 back then.
yeah, then now, yeah.
Yeah, very cool. I got some really cool stuff from them, and they had a big G.I. Joe. They have a really good selection of G.I. Joe, but I'm G.I. Joe'd out. I have them all already. And then there, well, the ones I want. And then right there in the middle, some more Action Force guys.
So
like,
cool.
What the hell?
I know, just sitting there.
And I got a bunch in England a couple weeks ago, and here's the Diver. And this one was a little expensive. I think he's a mail away, but I could be wrong. But he's just like a Marine or a commander of some kind. And then this one's so cool. He's like almost like a desert trooper. But 3 Action Force figures. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get one of the accessory packs, because you can get the weapon replacements from back in the day, but they're a different color.
Okay.
But I'm not going to be so fussy. And I'm going to try to get the weapon accessory packs, because I could arm them
all up,
and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Because it's half the price of the ones that would come with them. And the good thing about these, they only come with one weapon. They might come with one weapon and maybe a detonator.
Easy, yeah.
Really easy. He may have come with some sort of a backpack that has a ladder that comes out of it. But even still, they display great, and they were so cheap. They were like $10, and I think he was 25 or something like that.
Right, so he's a bit more, yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, great colors. They all look awesome.
They're a great line, and I like that they're not wacky. They're military.
Right.
You know, of course, they had Skeletron, who's completely wacky, but that could be an exception.
So so Action Force came out at the same time as G.I. Joe, or a little bit later?
A little bit. They kind of were parallel, because remember, Action Man is G.I. Joe in Britain.
Right.
And so...
And then they moved into the small ones.
Palatoy saw the success of the size of the Star Wars figures, plus the price of plastics went through the roof. So they shrunk the size of the figure, and they gave them the outfits of the most popular costumes of the other Action Man, the big Action Man.
I got you.
So the most popular ones, they resized them in that outfit.
Right.
And then I think there were 16 of them. And then they introduced a whole wave of different new characters. And as that was happening, G.I. Joe was happening in North America. And then they sort of started to communicate. And from what I understand, the line kind of fizzled out. But at that point, when it was fizzling out, they introduced some of the characters from North America, but they repainted them and called them different names.
So those ones came in later.
They came in the second or third wave.
Okay. So when did the wacky ones come?
Then.
At near the end as well. Okay.
Then the line died, and then they went without a year without them, and then they just relaunched them again as Action Force, and it was just G.I. Joe. They got rid of all these kind of guys. They had like the swivel arms, and these are only 5 points of articulation.
Yeah.
So then
and that was the style for the first 3 years or something.
The first 3 years with the multiple points of articulation, like a G.I. Joe.
Oh,
some of them, yeah. Like
really?
Scarlet, Cobra Commander, Destro. I think Stalker, Gung Ho,
But they all
Tripwire.
But they all had different names and different
They
colors.
all had different names.
Right,
there was a Cobra Trooper that drove the Wolverine, but he was in a different color.
I was trying to understand how it all kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I got them.
Cool.
What else you get?
I got this. This Bucky guy.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah, he's awesome. This wacky, it's like a dinosaur type lizard. Let me know if you know who made this. It just says Hong Kong, or no, sorry, it says made in China, not Hong Kong.
It's not
made
Imperial?
in China. I don't know if it is Imperial. It's not labeled as Imperial, and Imperial usually labels things. But are there Imperial toys where they didn't label? I'm not sure. It has that Imperial feel though, that look of Imperial, but it's a softer rubber than the Imperial toys that I have.
Get away! Get away! Ah! He ate my guy.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's great for gobbling up Action Force.
That's it.
Yep.
I told him not to go near that giant lizard.
You told him. What else do I have? I got this guy. It's pretty cool.
Oh, he's completely cool. Did we ever figure out who he is? Because I think I saw that and wanted to know who he was.
Yeah, I figured it out. And he's got this action here, like, hug me.
Oh,
hug me.
I just want to be loved.
I want to hug.
He's cool.
That's kind of, yeah, he's kind of cool, but he's also a little bit lame.
Dopey.
Yeah. His midsection, there's big gaps in the midsection. I think I don't know. He's kind of cool. I'm not sure if he's going to be custom fodder or if I'm going to keep him. He's almost cool enough just to keep him as is, just because he's just a big, crazy monster. So it's from this movie. He's a Mulgareth. Mulgareth? Spider Chronicles is the movie, 2007.
Oh,
I remember there was a little tiny one that came from McDonald's.
That's right.
And much less detailed than this one.
Is the Spider Chronicles part of the Fantastical Beasts and all that sort of thing, or am I wrong?
Sure. I'm not sure about that.
I never got into any.
But it's like a kids movie with all kinds of magical stuff, and I think this thing gets summoned and starts attacking them and stuff, stuff like that.
So he's a bad guy.
I believe so. Yeah.
Cool.
I just saw a clip of him destroying. He was just like.
Well, he just wants a hug.
Yeah. He was destroying the house and the children were screaming and I don't know. And I was like, okay, on to figuring out the next toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. Oh!
You're next. No! Ah!
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh! He has a heart attack.
Oh, yeah.
That's so funny.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, yeah. So I picked him up, not at the comic show, or at the comic shop, I should say.
Yeah.
But I got him at a little shop in Parkdale.
Oh.
And it obviously is a Frankenstein troll. $10.
Yeah, that's all right.
He's great.
Got little patches on his
he's so cool. I love him. He's so fun.
He's cute.
Love his hair.
Yeah.
So I have a two-headed troll and him.
Yeah. Very Halloween.
The light just went out. Hold on.
Okay.
That's okay. That's what I get for buying a $4 ring light from the dollar store.
It lasted only
2 episodes.
Second episode. Yeah. Wow. And you were so excited at how much money you had saved.
I saved all this money.
Oh man. I think we need to up our budget.
Yeah, it's like the $5 show. All right. Tell you what we'll do. This weekend, after this toy show, we're going to a toy show. We're going to go to the Source at the mall, and we're going to buy new lights.
This is after we spent all our money at the show.
I will save a bit of money. I'll save $4, and we'll go buy more stuff.
Oh, no.
There we go. All right, so what else you got?
So,
yeah, the troll.
Troll? Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. I got this wind-up doll.
Oh, he's great.
It is really cool. I found where it came from. It's called Lovely Baby.
Okay.
And
does he work?
Well, he was only $2, and he was in a bag, so I couldn't try him out. But he does wind up. but like he doesn't really walk.
Doesn't really walk.
Kind of just wiggles his ass. He's he's not really walking. Like,
well, I guess he's a stupid baby, is what it could be called. Yeah, he just wiggles his butt. That's $2 you've ever spent. He's cool though.
Yeah.
I have one of those, but it's Victorian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he has no body. It's just like a robotic shell with a head.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's in the other room.
Yeah, he's got red eyes. He's pretty, or is it brown? Light brown?
They're demonic. They're reddish brown.
He's got quite the lipstick on too.
Yeah.
I'm playing around with some lipstick. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
And?
More?
You have way more than me.
How many more do you have left?
I got 4 more.
Okay, well, I'm getting down there. You should do one.
You got a point. So I got this guy from Empire Toys, and he's from the Wild West line that they put out. They have all these different characters. They have Billy the Kid and Wyatt Earp, and then they have an African American one, which is really hard to get. I saw one at Retrosaurus, and it was like $300. I'm not paying $300 for a little cowboy figure. Like, that's not on my radar, but I want it so good. So he can complete the line. But anyway, whoever this guy is, I don't know, but he looks like he's a bartender. You know, he's serving a drink, or he's pouring a drink out or something. I don't know, maybe not. But I made a cantina set with a Mos Eisley cantina, and I custom made the back, and I made it into
the Western Town.
The Western Town, but they actually did have something like that. Kenner made for the Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. They did repurpose a cantina, but they're so hard to find. But I just designed my own style of cantina, or what do you call it, a saloon, and he's going to go in it.
Yeah, he's great.
He's cool.
Good character. It says made in Hong Kong.
Empire Toys, I think.
It says Enterprises. Carolina Enterprises, Inc.
Huh.
19. Oh, but there's an Empire symbol above on his chest.
Yeah.
It's got the crown and the E. That's Empire.
Yeah, Empire.
1980.
Yeah, sounds right. I remember these being at Kresge's and never wanting them.
No way.
Yeah, they were just cowboy toys. I didn't really.
Yeah.
You know,
that's something that you kind of come into later on.
Yeah, I saw them, and I'd be like, oh, whatever. Some other kid maybe wants that.
Yeah.
Wants cowboys. I love cowboy toys now.
Yeah, but now,
they're great.
Same here. Yeah.
And then I didn't show this last time, but I got him when I was at. Where was I? Oh, I was at the flea market, the giant antique mall in Hamilton. And I got Grand Moff Tarkin. What's his name? Well, it's the same guy. It's Peter Cushing.
Well, that is true. That is
the same
true.
guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You just gotta.
What is his name? The guy who hunts Dracula.
Oh,
help me.
Van Helsing.
Van Helsing.
Okay.
So it's Van Helsing. And what's really weird is it all kind of ties together, because I was at the Taste of Blood of Dracula location in England, and then I come home and I find him.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then at the store we went to, Comic Alley, I got this. Really cool. And it's a model kit of Dracula. And it's not from the 60s. It's from 1982, and it's monogram models, but it's the same toy.
The same toy, yeah.
Same toy.
Same molds. Yeah.
And it was only like $30. So I bought it because you know what? Yeah. It's still nice, it's still vintage, and it goes with my new collection of these monster models. They're so fun.
Awesome.
I never thought I would get into these, but I'm absolutely in love with them. I have the Creature, King Kong, him, and James Bond.
I had the Mummy and the Frankenstein in Glow in the Dark by Monogram, and I sold them.
I remember those in 1980 or 81, and they were at the store by my grandparents, and I think they were $3.99.
Yeah, they're dirt cheap.
And Uncle Brian got them and put them together, and I remember it was a big deal. You'd go in the room, you'd wait for nighttime, you'd be so excited, you go in the room and cover the window up, you turn off the light, and they would glow. And that was the entertainment. Look, he's glowing.
It's funny, yeah, because you couldn't put any paint on them because
No.
you had to just assemble them.
No,
That's
just the hands glowed. The hands and the head. He painted the rest, but it's just the hands and the head were
but
glowing.
Originally, like, well, if you didn't paint it at all, the whole thing would glow.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got him. Really happy with him. Tried to get the price off. People don't see what I paid for it.
All right.
Yeah, what else you got?
Let's see. I have.
Yeah, they had other ones of the original model kits. They had the creature, they had the mummy, they had Dr. Jekyll drinking a potion. I also have the guillotine from this.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that guy.
He's great.
He is wicked.
He's wearing kiss boots.
Yes. Yeah, look at those boots. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That was his cobra staff.
Okay.
You got it? That's the one annoying thing about this figure is this cobra staff, you can't hold it. So it kind of keeps falling.
Cool piece, though.
It's very cool, yeah. And all of this stuff comes off, and there's a guy underneath. I'm not going to take it all out.
Well, you're supposed to put it in that part there and screw it in. There's like a
Where?
yeah, right there.
Where?
Yeah, see, got you back for what you said to me in the restaurant. You know what he said to me in the restaurant? I ordered lo mein, and he said it looks more like high mein, and I'm like, I was just so out of it. I was like, high mein, what's that? And he goes, a little different than lo mein.
Stupid.
And I've been thinking about it all week. I'm very upset that I fell for that. It's so dumb.
There was also
No,
there was on the plates. They were very bizarre plates. And it had in the design work. It had a ring of color and then a splatter.
But it looks like it was dusted.
Yeah, it had a splatter of paint in the design. And I was like, "Oh, Chris, your plate's dirty," and you were like, "Oh." And
I'm like, oh.
He was trying to.
But it looked like it. It really did look like it. I'm not that dumb.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Mummy's alive. No, Mummy's alive. Yeah.
Yes, Mummy's alive. I mean, it was a cartoon show, right?
Cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, I never watched the show, but and this is my first Mummy's alive toy.
Yeah. I
just really like insects and insect sort of characters, and he's this crazy weird purple bug. Guess what's his name? Scarab. Yeah, Scarab is his name. And he's got this. I think this is the kind of toy that you just want to hot glue the helmet on because you don't want it to fall off. Because who wants to see that human head?
No, that head underneath reminds me of somebody that I don't like, and
it looks exactly like
him. It's just so funny. It almost looks like this person has taken a job as a site animator at a fair, and he has to hide beneath a mask because he can't get hired any other way.
He's so ugly that we need to just cover him up.
Yeah, we're not going to say any names.
No. But yeah, there's Scarab.
Love him.
Years of this is like I don't have the year down. It was like 90s.
94, right? Maybe 96, somewhere in that zone. Yeah,
I would say so. Yeah. This is an Italian drink.
23 grams. Oh, it's limonada. I love this stuff.
Yeah, this is
Siciliana limonada.
Yeah, and this one is like orange based. Yeah,
do you know the story of the Sicilian vendetta knife?
There's this like hot woman on a Vespa. She's got a big pile of fruit.
Yeah, mine is too.
What's the story?
Sicilian vendetta knives. So what would happen is if you had a vendetta, you can buy a certain kind of knife.
Okay. And
it had a serial number on it, and then you'd register the serial number with the parish. And while you were doing that, they would tell your enemy, ditch out. You had 24 hours to kill him. Then you could kill him with the knife and leave the knife in him, so it matched the serial number, and you didn't get charged with murder. Yeah, but people wouldn't do the killing. They'd hire someone to do the killing for them, hence where the Casa Nostra came in, because they would take the commission and do it. They didn't care. So, yeah, I have one of those knives in there on the wall, but it's not used. Yeah.
You haven't used it yet?
Oh, you're going to get it. No, I'm going to get Dre Z.
Why? He's the nicest guy.
Because it'll confuse the world. People will be like, what did he do?
Is it because he didn't give you that toy at the market?
He stole my Mad Ball.
No, he didn't. He's just faster and more agile.
No, he took advantage of an old man looking at toys.
Oh my God. This is really good.
Tastes as sour as how I felt after he took the Mad Ball.
Oh,
We're like punched drunk, tired.
Oh my god. Okay,
Okay.
next one. This is a toy that you like laughed out loud
Yeah,
when I got it, and you're just like, "Oh my god!" And I said, "Do you have it in your collection?" And you're like, "No."
What is it? I don't remember. Oh, I hate this toy. Oh, it's so bad. It's from Stomp. WWE Stomp 3.
Yeah.
And it's Hawk of the Road Warriors,
Who you like?
who I absolutely love.
And we met him.
And well, yeah, I met them a long time ago. He's been gone for 20 years. He died 20 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're thinking of Demolition.
I'm getting mixed up with Demolition.
Yeah. But the Road Warriors, I actually saw their last match in Canada.
No way.
Yeah, it was at a church. They were doing some sort of a Christian thing. Anyway, for some reason, they sent the Road Warriors to space.
I love him because he looks like a Todd McFarlane Spawn.
Yeah, that's what they were going for. They were kind of sort of branching out.
All his stuff keeps falling off, so I'm gonna have to hold it on.
So
I'm
bad.
gonna hot glue all his stuff on because it keeps on falling off.
Use white glue.
No, I'm gonna use hot glue.
See his head.
And
it's Hawk underneath.
Yeah. And he's missing something on his back clicked in.
Probably the other piece.
Well, it's like some sort of like space backpack or something.
Right. Because, you know,
this arm keeps falling.
Send Hawk into space. That can't end well. It's such a weird thing that they did these. And I remember them always sitting on the shelf at Walmart and questioning it every time I went in to look at wrestlers and being like, no.
Okay, there you go. I got all his pieces on.
I wouldn't even put that in my collection if it was given to me. It's really bad.
Well, I love it.
Well, you love it because it's a robot.
Well, yeah, he looks like he's in like the apocalypse, but in space.
No sense.
Did he ever show up in the ring like
this? No, never. He never looked like that. They just made them into like other characters.
Like a marketing scheme.
Marketing scheme. Yeah. They did one with Ahmed Johnson and Bret Hart, I think, is in space. Like there's a bunch of them in space.
Do I need all the space guys?
You might. Look up Stomp 3. There's Stomp 2 as well, and they're underwater.
I don't need them.
But they're underwater. They have like these jacked up like scuba gear with like harpoon guns and they're really bad. And then Stomp 1 is also really weird. It's like one of them has a chainsaw. Oh, they're just so stupid.
Really? Oh,
they're stupid, dude. They're just all about it's 100% the dumbest thing.
I think I like them.
Well, buy them. You're free to make bad choices. I got.
You didn't even remember I bought it.
No, because my mind blocked it out. Now I'm down to one.
Really?
One more
Just
to go.
one?
The dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the dog.
Cool.
And they had him, but they didn't have his.
What about you have the elephant?
There's no elephant. He's trying to get me. But I do have the Ninja Turtle elephant. No, and nor do I need the little icon either. Remember I counted the icon?
Yes, you don't need the floating icon.
I don't need the icon. But
That's
he's amazing, yeah. And he's Bucky O Hare.
Toadborg. Yeah, it's like I think he's a minion or something.
Yeah, he's an army builder.
Army builder, yeah.
And
I have 3 of them.
he makes more sense to be in space. Not him. He's really cool. You have 3 of these?
I do.
Isn't there a variant?
Yeah, there is.
What's the variant?
The legs are colored different.
That's right.
I have one with dark brown legs like that one. I have one with gold legs.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find the gold leg one too. Because, I have to have everything you have.
Basically.
Except that.
Except
Hawk. Man, what a weird toy. I mean, listen, it looks cool until you realize it's Hawk from the Road Warriors underneath. It makes no sense.
He's awesome.
Imagine, this is how far removed it is.
This is my favorite wrestler.
Well, fair enough. Imagine, this is how far removed this is. Imagine they made an action figure of you as a brass statue who is a water fountain.
Cool.
Like, it makes no sense.
I know.
I want to see that.
All right. What's next?
I don't know. How many more do you have?
Oh, tons.
Tons?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were at those bins for hours.
And this was in the bin. Like, this is crazy. Yeah.
Oh, he's cool. He's so aesthetically amazing.
Looks like an Ultraman villain.
Yeah.
If it didn't have the Horde logo there.
Oh, he is the evil horde. Yeah.
That's true, yeah. So this is Side
Side
Chop?
chop.
Side Chop. Chop, chop.
He's kind of like the Edward Scissorhands of Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, yeah.
Imagine how inconvenient that would be if those were your hands.
I mean, how would you?
He's a robot. He doesn't need to do anything.
You can open a beer, but you can't drink it.
Yeah.
Like,
whatever you do, don't put your hand up. You know, smashes everything.
Maybe he's the hairstylist.
Oh, he could be
for the
Eternia.
whole Motu gang. Yeah.
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 Very cool figure.
It's pretty fun. Great colors. I love them.
I like that he'll actually stand though, because he's got the
extra support.
The extra support.
Yeah, yeah. I got 2 more left.
I'm just looking here, shaking my head at that hawk figure still while you're doing that. I looked over and saw the back of its head, and I catch myself shaking my head. And went,
you caught your eye?
I caught my eye. So out of it today, man.
Look, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator.
Cool, man.
There's the Terminator from the Ninja Assassins toy line. He's missing everything. He's missing his whole cloth outfit and his weapons, but he's fucking cool.
No, he's really cool.
This toy line, they're so cool without their costumes. They're not really that important.
Yeah, the costume makes it almost look like a dollar store figure.
Yeah,
like they're really cheap.
Cheapens them, yeah. And there's all this great sculpting underneath.
Yeah. So
yeah, he's really cool. And I'm definitely gonna mold this head. This head is really wicked. And it's interesting that he's called Terminator.
It's completely a rip-off.
Yeah, yeah. This is 1985. One of the 5 bad guys. We had what did I have on before? It was the
green
guy,
snake guy.
Snake guy. That's right. Yeah. There we go. So I'm slowly getting all the bad guys.
Those, you know. I don't remember them ever being in the store.
I've never seen. I never saw them in the store as a kid. No, definitely not. Okay, I got one last one. Oh, I got some special glasses to put on.
Oh, St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, they don't fit. They're gonna slide off.
Look like Elton John.
Yeah, I do. They're ridiculous.
Look like a deranged Elton John.
I have a St. Patty's gift for you.
Irish Spring. Oh, hold on a minute. Always wanted to do that. Look. It didn't work like in the commercial. It just crumbled. It's supposed to come off like a strip.
Yeah,
and then you show, look at the different layers. It's like an Irish shower. That sounds like a really gross sex move, an Irish shower.
And then there will always be a woman with show up and she's like, I like it too.
I like it too. Maybe you should put your hair in a ponytail. Does it have a scent?
Yeah, it does.
What does it smell like?
It smells like Irish people.
Oh, that must smell awful. I'm Irish. So do you know that when I was in Ireland as a kid, I used to take a shower every day? They thought it was extremely wasteful and weird.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I'm taking a shower because I've been out all day playing in dirt. Like, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, cousins, but you'd be completely covered in like Dublin dirt. And go to bed and get up and get dressed and go back out again. And their whole concept was, well, you're just going to get dirty again. Take your bath on Saturday before you go to Mass on Sunday. Like, well, first of all, I'm not going to Mass, and then a fight would break out.
It's good. It's a good point.
Yeah, but no, I took a shower every day. Cool. Optic.
Yeah.
He's really, really cool. I love that they re-released all the Space He-Man, further adventures of He-Man figures in the modern line.
This is his shield.
Oh, look at that. He has his bits.
His gun. And he's got an alternative eye.
No way.
Which is orange.
Whoa,
this one's green, and I would rather have the green one.
No, the green one makes more sense. Why would he have a different orange eye?
Supposedly it's hard to get the eyeball out and replace it, so That's just a backup in case I lose this one. Oh no, no. Oh, look at your wee little eye.
I lost me eye. My grandfather had a brother who was playing with blast caps in the 1930s, and it blew up and it blew out his eye, and they didn't bring him to the hospital. You know what they said? That's
school?
on you. Go to school.
It's your fault. Go to school.
He had to go to fucking school the day after he blew his eye out. They wouldn't even let him stay home.
Wow.
Deal with it. Patch it up and go to school.
Wow. Those were the days.
Eat your slice of newspaper and get out of the house. No food.
No. What do you put on a slice of newspaper?
I don't know. Irish Spring.
There you go.
There we go, guys.
Optic.
Another wacky episode of Toy Surprise. I'm blown away that this didn't do the curl. Yeah, I'm mad.
It didn't. Yeah, I thought it was going to do it too.
I'm going to write to the company.
Complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a misrepresentation. All right, guys.
There's a whole lot of this episode is a misrepresentation.
The whole existence is a misrepresentation. All right, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And try to get us up to 1,000. Make a comment. Please, if you're watching this, comment anything right now in that comment section and let us know what you think or what you want to see. I am Mysterion.
Labmonkey number 9.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Don't eat it. Stop eating it.
The freshness of a spring morning reminds me of the freshness of my Irish spring soap. It's springtime in a bar. In these green and white stripes are 2 deodorants that leave you feeling clean and fresh a long, long time. Irish Spring. Now that's my kind of soap.
And we like it too.
Irish Spring leaves you feeling clean and fresh a long, long time.